Welcome to What's Cooking Show, everyone. I am your chef for today and host, Jason Hugay from Steamboat.
I'm Crystal Landry here from Steamboat Warehouse also. Jason, tell everybody what you're going to be cooking today.
Okay, so today we're going to be making a dish that is on our menu, and it was added maybe 2 years ago, and it's basically an eggplant Napoleon, and we're going to show y'all how to assemble this dish whenever we return.
Join us back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back, everybody, to the What's Cooking Show. Jason's going to be making eggplant Napoleon today. Why don't you tell everybody what the first step of this dish is?
Okay, so for this dish, you're going to need these ingredients that you see here. So obviously, you're going to need eggplant for your eggplant Napoleon. We've got eggplant here. We have egg wash. We also have corn flour, some white flour, and we have some seasoning, cayenne pepper. We have our onions, bell pepper, garlic, salt, cornstarch, and some crawfish. So to begin our dish, we're going to add some butter to our hot pot. Turn up the flame a little bit.
Cook on high.
This is our nice little pot we used last time. This is one of my favorite little pots. Crystal made her green bean casserole last weekend. So we got our butter hot. I'm gonna take 1 onion, and we're gonna chop this up. And our bell pepper. It's a nice sized onion, so might not use the whole thing. We're only making 2 pounds of crawfish today, so you don't need a whole lot. Normally, when I cook etouffee over here, it's 10, 15 pounds at a time. So this is a little bit smaller batch. So add our onions. You can hear our butter getting hot.
This is one of my favorite dishes on the menu. People ask all the time, what's your favorite thing here? And I'm like, I have so many, but eggplant Napoleon is...
Well, it's definitely a house favorite.
Yeah.
So we chopped our onion. We only used half of that. It was a very large onion. So what we're gonna do is cut our bell pepper. Remove the insides.
So fancy with that.
Well, you know, I've chopped a few bell peppers in my time. So you just want to drill it in. And then we're going to dice them. So we're going to put, like I said, half an onion, and we're going to put this whole bell pepper in here. I love bell peppers in my etouffee. It just makes such a big difference. Used to make it over here with just onions and garlic, and not as good. It's just not.
The Trinity.
Yep. So I'm gonna chop this up, finish this. All right. And add that. Put this aside. And you can't make etouffee without garlic. So we have some minced garlic here. A couple of tablespoons. You're good. If you don't like,
never have too much garlic.
well, I know a lot of people who complain about too much garlic, and I don't know how. But
I love garlic.
if you don't like garlic, you don't have to put it at all. You can also substitute with garlic powder. But I'm like you. I can't have too much garlic.
No,
so,
I love fresh garlic.
Throw the garlic in there. All right, so a nice little pot that I found on eBay because somebody gave my other one away that I had.
I was about to say, don't tell it.
So, so I ended up getting 2. So I love my little pot. So, okay, so next thing we want to talk about is the eggplant. So we also make crab cakes over here. Our crab cakes have not only crab, but we put crawfish in our crab cakes as well. So we have those. We keep them in the cooler right now just because we don't want them to sit out too long. They'll kind of get soft
Yes.
You want them right out of the refrigerator, which we'll bring out on the next segment, show you. So basically, we're going to peel this eggplant, and we're going to cut some large rounds and fry them in some corn flour. And the crab cakes, how we do them over here, we just do white flour dredge, egg wash, and then white flour again, and then we're going to deep fry. In our new little frying pot.
So proud of this pot.
Multi-cooker, they call it, which is
Yes.
another item I found at Walmart. Believe it or not, you not only can fry in this thing, you can steam, you can make soups, stews, gravies, and today is the first time we busting it out. I've never used it before, so we're gonna see how it goes. So
He's been wanting to use it
yeah,
every
man.
day. Want to use my little
Well,
pot.
we couldn't do it because the Easter weekend, Good Friday I couldn't, Saturday I had to work, and then Sunday's Easter, so we finally using it today. So, all right, so we're gonna cut the ends off
So
our
exciting.
eggplant.
Stir this a little bit for you.
All right. So we're just gonna peel our eggplant, which is not as easy to do eggplant as it is like different veggies. But
It's not.
it's not. I don't know why, but we're gonna make it happen.
Should have brought our peeler from home. It's a little bit better.
Yeah, that one is a little better, but
Yeah,
it gets the job done.
whatever works.
All right.
Smelling good already.
Yes.
We say this every time.
But it does.
Yeah.
So say it every time. All right. So, okay, so we're gonna cut the end off. I want some really nice size rounds. So that's really all you're looking for. Some nice, good cut circles.
Try to cut them even. They fry a little bit better. Well,
Yes.
they fry evenly, I
Uniform.
guess, Yeah.
So again, this is steamboat season that we use. And all right, so let's get some of this off our area. Okay. All right. So at the restaurant, this is how we do it. We're gonna put it straight into the corn flour first, just to get a good little dredge on it.
See, I didn't know y'all did that.
That way, it kind of the coating stays on a lot better. All right.
See, I told you I wanted to learn to work in the kitchen.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea. Don't think it's a good idea. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
If I ever get like super short-handed, I might not have a choice. So.
It's
never
a
know.
shame. I
Stay
won't do
tuned.
it then.
All right. Now, before we go to break, let's go ahead and drop these in our new little fryer. All right. Oh, put that basket in there for me, boo.
Sure. You want it all the way down or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just drop it in.
Sure.
All right. All right. So that's that. See,
So on the,
you on the right temp?
we are on 350, looks
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Eggplant Napoleon is fried eggplant medallions, 2 of them. 2 fried
Stacked
crab
with
cakes.
crab cakes.
Mhm.
And then this etouffee is going to be the finishing touch. We're going to smother it, the whole thing.
So you get the best of like everything.
That's it.
Crab cakes, eggplant, crawfish. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. So I'll tell you what, while our eggplant medallions are frying, let's take a little break. And
All right, well, join us back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back, everybody, to the What's Cooking show. Jason has things smelling really good in here. Our eggplant's frying.
Yep. So, all right, so this is what you're looking for when your onions and your bell pepper and garlic is cooked down, looking nice. So now we're gonna add these crawfish that, of course, these Louisiana crawfish, these come from Cottonport, Louisiana. So Bernard's. So we're gonna put 2 pounds. Put it open. You wanna put all that in it, all the juice.
Everything Jason's using today you can find at Piggly Wiggly and Cash Saver. All the ingredients, basically.
Where are they
Eggplant.
located?
1305 Heather Drive.
Okay.
I don't know the other one.
Well, then you fail, because that's the original Piggly Wiggly. So, all right. So salt. Now, take a little cayenne pepper. Now, you of course be careful with this. Some people like more, some people like less. So I add my crawfish. I'll just kind of let the heat bleed the natural juices of the crawfish. And then, after we do that, we are going to put a little hot water. I like to put hot water in there. If you have like a shrimp stock or something like that on hand, that would be better. But we don't always have that, so we're using water today. So, okay, while we're waiting on that, we're going to turn it up, crank it up high.
Crank it up high.
Crystal, pull that, pull
Our
that basket
eggplant.
up. And so that's our eggplant. We're going to put that on this paper towel to
Kind of let the
yeah,
grease get out of there.
use the tongs.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You learning. Learning.
All right.
All right.
They look good.
So
So what's that?
this is our crawfish.
Oh, no.
All right. So basically, this doesn't take a whole lot of time. There are certain ways I like to do my etouffee. I don't like to make it to where the crawfish are dark. So I don't let this go very long. I like to have them still like pretty, white color of the tails. And then the actual etouffee itself, the juice, the gravy, all that stuff is going to be a nice little tint,
Right.
orange tint. So, but, some people prefer and they say, well, it doesn't look like it's cooked enough. Had that happen before. But if I do, what that does is it makes people get the idea that maybe it's been cooked and sat on the line all night and it's just kind of sat and deteriorated. And I don't like that because we don't put this overheat during the shift. We heat this to order.
Right.
So that's why I do it the way I do. So next thing we want to do is we're going to take our cornstarch. We're going to make what is called a cornstarch slurry, which is basically just cornstarch and water. Now, with the cornstarch, you just want to add, it doesn't take a whole lot because this stuff is strong, it's potent. But you add some cold water to it.
Cold water.
Yes, and you don't want to, you want to put just enough water to dissolve the cornstarch. So put a little bit, just try to work it in to where it's all dissolved into the water. If you don't put enough, it's just gonna be like a paste. So I'm gonna add a little more. And basically this stuff can thicken anything. Soups, anything with heavy cream, stuff like that.
Gravies.
Gravies.
Yep.
You're doing a pork roast for the family dinner or something.
Right.
And you put it in the oven. The gravy still needs a little time because if you usually put it in the oven, it's on a lower temp. All right, you want to make sure you get all that stuff dissolved because if you don't, and you put it in your etouffee to thicken, it will get like lumps, and you don't want that. So we're gonna set that aside for a second. Okay. Now we're gonna take some boiling water. Don't have to be boiling. Just some hot water out the tap. And I try to put just enough you don't want too much liquid, but then you want enough. So, and the only way to do that is to kind of get the feel of it. I like to stir it. It's all in the feel of the stir, basically. So, all right, should be good. So we're gonna bring that up to a simmer, and then we'll thicken it. But first thing I want to do before we go to break, I want to do these crab cakes. These are crab cakes we were talking about on the last segment. It's just crab meat, and we add a few pounds of crawfish to it. It's it's really a big hit over here. A lot of people love them, so I'll show you how we deep fry them. So just like the eggplant, we're gonna dredge them just to make sure that everything sticks. Now, to the egg wash. All right. I'm gonna drop these. Now our oil is, like we spoke about a couple of shows ago, I like to fry about 325, between 325 and 350. All right. So, there you go. All right. So our grease is at 325 right now. We're just gonna let that go till it's golden brown. It should be warm and ready to go. So I think we can go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, I'll show you how to thicken it.
Finish it up.
And then we will put our dish together, assemble it.
All right, y'all join us back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back, everybody, to the What's Cooking show. We have Jason here making the eggplant Napoleon. Got your crawfish going, eggplant, crab cakes.
Crab cakes are going. We still got a few minutes on those. But I'm just going to show you how I like to finish the etouffee. So we have all our ingredients in there. I do like to taste it once this is all done. Just adjust the seasons after. So with this stuff, you want to add just a little at a time. You have to make sure that it's at a simmer, so that way you'll know, like the cornstarch don't begin to thicken until it's at a simmer. So put a little at a time and turn it up a little bit. A little more. Just like that. See, we got our color that we're looking for.
This looks good, smells good. Crab cakes are starting to get some color to them.
The crawfish is thickening up. A little more. It's just a little bit too loose as far as I like it. If you like it at home, not too thick, you're welcome to do it to your desired consistency, really. All right. I think we're about where we want to be. So that's it. Very simple. Let it go for a second. Turn it on low. All right. Next thing, let's go ahead and let's pick up our crab cakes.
Pick them up?
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how to assemble the dish. All right. So we're gonna start by placing one large round. Then we're gonna put one crab cake, like that. We'll put the second round, and then our last crab cake. And what we do here at the restaurant, I'm gonna take some skewers. This is a 8-inch skewer. And really we just do this to make sure that it doesn't fall apart or, fall down. So that's pretty much what you're looking for. And the only way to finish this is, on a busy night, the fry guy, he's doing the eggplant, he's doing the crab cakes. And so when I'm looking at the tickets, I'm heating up the etouffee to order. And basically we just work together and put it together. So to finish,
the best way to finish
Best
is
way.
dish.
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 So You see, get you some of that good crawfish, some good Louisiana crawfish. You can't really go wrong with that. Put a little more of that gravy on there. Now, what I like to do, I do not like
Beautiful.
to have anything on the rims. It's just my pet peeve.
Mine
so
too.
I'm gonna clean them all up and really just finish with some fresh chopped green onions. And I mean, so this is something y'all can all do at home. The only thing that you may have trouble with after watching this show with it is the crab cakes. But we actually have done, well, I've done crab cakes on this show more than once. I've done really like just the regular crab meat, straight crab meat with a Florentine sauce. If you go back on the archives, you can go on the website and see all the old past shows. We've also done these before. These are just the crab meat and crawfish, just a little twist. And we've served that with a remoulade sauce. So you can go back and, on the website and look at all these past shows. Very simple, the way they have it set up.
So help me out and tell everybody the address
Okay.
for Piggly Wiggly and Cash Saver.
Okay, I just thought that maybe you would like think of it in between segments and stuff like
No.
that. But
Sorry.
just remember this, 8410,
Highway
182.
North.
There you go.
Got you.
See, after a while, you do it after a while.
So
like
1305 Heather Drive and what? 8110.
No, no. That's a hard fail.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. You go ahead and tell the people.
8410 Highway 182 North
There you
or
go.
1305 Heather Drive. So I know for sure that you can get pretty much all these ingredients,
Yes.
like the crab cakes. Again, it's something you have to make at home.
Right.
But the eggplant, the crawfish, they have all that right now. They have fresh Louisiana tails this time of year. Cornstarch, they have all that. They have cayenne pepper, green onions, salt, obviously. So,
Yeah. Everything you need.
and you could actually do without the crab cakes and then just do the eggplant
Oh yeah, eggplant.
if you wanted to.
Eggplant is one of my favorites. Fried, smothered, anything.
All right,
Anything
yeah.
you want to do with it.
So,
That
yeah.
looks delicious.
So what I want to do first is make sure.
Make sure.
Usually I do this before I plate. Obviously, I make this batch and I test it after it's completed, and then I put it in an ice bath to cool it down. So I want to taste it. And at this point, if it needs anything, salt, spice, or whatever, it's time to do it. But it's actually, we hit it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you probably want more spice, but this is good for me. So y'all come try
I always want more spice.
eggplant Napoleon at Steamboat.
Yeah.
And until then,
Yep.
catch us next week.
Catch us next week for more What's Cooking.